All right, everybody. I am live from Memphis right now, and I'm really excited to get this flight going. Um, this is only my second time streaming, so just be patient with me if there's any strange glitches here. I don't think there will be, but so far it's looking pretty good. Go ahead and get this all set up. Gonna be going from Memphis to Atlanta on American Airlines today. Very pumped about that. Let's see. Lines auto. Supply on. Now just on it. Going here. Okay. Righteous. Alright. So we need to get the lights up. So just add cam lights just a little brighter. Run that APU fire test. Okay. Alright. So how are you guys doing out there? Feel like commenting? Please do. If you don't feel like commenting, you don't have to. To Angelina Vasquez, thank you. Thank you for the well wishes on the flight. Memphis is a great place to be, especially on VATSIM. I've noticed the controllers in Memphis are absolutely amazing. They're just super chill, laid back. I can tell they have fun doing what they're doing, and also they're just great volunteers. So, really love flying out of Memphis. So, if anybody who runs VATSIM in Memphis is watching this, kudos to you guys, because I always have an amazing experience flying to you. So shout out to Connor and all the Memphis VATSIM team. You guys are awesome.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Get this taken care of here. Okay. Alright, so doing this init data request. Whenever I go to this next init page, I know you can, technically this is automated, but I just like to just go ahead and enter it in myself because I just want to make sure it's right. So going from Memphis to Atlanta, so I'm going to put KATL here. And our flight number today is AAL, because we're American, 4811. Okay. Then we are going to look at the cost index. So our cruise profile is 5 for this one. And then our cruise level is going to be 35,000 feet, which is fairly standard for this aircraft.
Fuel truck is in position.
We're gonna be on the BB King 7 departure, which I love the fact that they named their departure after BB King. That is amazing. So I'm gonna go runway 36 left. We're going BB King 7 today. I don't know if this is Kermit or Kermit. If anybody, if there's any pilots in the Memphis area, you can tell me whether that has anything to do with Kermit the Frog. I would love to know. I have no idea if there's a connection between Kermit the Frog and Memphis, and if there is, and I'm totally missing it, I apologize to everyone in Memphis. Okay, so let's take a look at the outside of the plane. We're getting some fuel going here.
Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah. Gotta love the fuel. So, how is everybody doing? For any of you out there who are playing Flight Sim 2024, I'd really be curious what your experience has been with the sim so far, because I know some people love it, some people hate it. Some people say there's a ton of glitches in it. Some people say it's just fine. So, really be curious to know what your thoughts are on 24, because it's a hot button topic out there with Flight Sim for sure. Some people are like, I will never ever play anything other than 2020. and then other people are sold out for the new software. So I just noticed it's very different opinions depending on who you talk to.
Please use your airplane fuel
Okay,
system to
so
set the
for all of
desired
you
fuel
doing
quantity.
Phoenix and GSX integration, you know that as soon as you hear Siri basically talking to you, you need to go to MCDU menu, go to config and fuel, and then that will tick up. It took me so long to figure out the fact that actually you have to do that for the fuel to tick up. So if you're really frustrated by that, me too. But you know what? There is a workaround. There is a way for it to work. All right, so we got some hipster dudes coming on board and people melting into each other. That's great. And some guy that looked kind of like Paul Rudd, and everybody is getting boarded onto this flight, which is great. Fantastic. Good to see that. Yes.
Good morning.
Yeah, this new GSX feature is really cool because it allows you to see people entering the cabin, which is really great. I'd be curious if any of you out there have been using GSX lately and what your experience has been with boarding passengers. You have to check, you actually have to check this random box on the GSX live or the GSX software and to let passengers actually come into the cabin, but if you do, it'll work. Okay.
Boarding pass, please.
So fuel's still ticking up. What I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to check and see what the frequencies are here in Memphis. I think we've got a full complement, so I'm going to go ahead and
Welcome on
tune
board.
delivery here. And I'm not going to actually tune them, I'm just going to put them on standby. But
Good morning.
if you're brand new to VATSIM and you're a little intimidated by talking to air traffic control, I highly recommend starting in Memphis. It's an airport that's very easy to understand, but on top of that, the controllers there are just super friendly, nice guys and gals. They really do an excellent job. So if you're on the fence about trying VATSIM, try Memphis. Give Memphis a shot, and I promise you will not regret it. It's actually a lot of fun. So, all right. So, okay, so we got that frequency there. Might as well go ahead and set up our initial altitude here because our initial climb is 5,000. I know that from the ACARS, or the pre-flight clearance that you get in America. You don't get that overseas, but you get it here. And I'm going to go put our squawk code in. So our squawk code is 1643. I'm going to put this on. I used to put it on auto, but now I've learned you got to put it on because otherwise it won't squawk mode C, and you need a squawk mode C for VATSIM to just work in general. So definitely make sure that your transponder is on in the new flight sim, especially in 24. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at fuel, and it looks as if our fuel has been fully loaded, I think. So now that frees me up to go in here. There's not a lot of waypoints on short American flights. On European flights, there's like 35,000 waypoints. Don't get me started on that. So I'm going to go from Kermit or Kermit the Frog, and I'm going to go to, let's see, H-U-T, Jabba the Hutt, DC, okay. Then I'm going to go from Hut C to Kennesaw. So I do know there is a very real reference with this waypoint because I think Kennesaw State is a college in Georgia, I think. Okay, I'm gonna put in Kennesaw, and then okay, so I'm gonna insert that, and then let's put in our arrival airport information. Just go ahead and put that in. Now again, we don't know for sure which runway we're landing at. We can only guess, but most likely it's 26 right based on the available information. And the Glavin 1 arrival is most likely, and our transition is Russa. Very important to put in this transition point. If you're using Navigraph, you can see it very clearly right next to your arrival. So we're going to put in all that information. We're going to look for a flight plan discontinuity. We want to clear that. Otherwise, the plane's going to become very confused later on. Now, we are going to leave this flight plan discontinuity because on most arrivals, there is a part to where it goes manual where you're expecting ATC to tell you where to go. So this flight plan discontinuity, you do not want to get rid of it. In fact, if you have an accurate simulator, it most likely will not even let you get rid of it. Okay, so that's that. And so I'm going to go to init. I'm going to go here and gonna send this fuel information one more time. And okay, so we got a great, nice tailwind here. Positive 71.
Boarding pass,
Let's
please.
go. Okay. And
Hello.
go to performance. I'm gonna do flaps 1. And what's nice about Phoenix is you get a nice little
Welcome on board.
departure calculator here. Right? You know, 144, 140. I'm just yeah, okay, yeah.
Hello.
All right. Got our V speeds here, and I'm gonna go ahead and set our altimeter. Ugh, I can't talk today. Okay,
Hello.
altimeter 3054 in inches of mercury because we're in America.
Welcome on board.
Very important thing to make sure that you set is if you're in Europe, you're gonna be in hectopascals. But in America,
Welcome on board.
typical America, we just gotta do stuff differently. Gotta do it different in America. So we're gonna be in 3054
This way.
inches of mercury for our altimeter. Okay. Boom. So this is about the time when we tune into departure. So let's listen in. Okay. Not a lot happening, which is good because it gives us an opening. So because we got our pre-flight clearance, we don't have to ask for clearance. The main thing we're going to need to ask for is pushback. So I'm not really going to talk to... If you get a pre-flight clearance from the ACARs, you don't really need to talk to the controllers until your clearance tells you need to. So sometimes you'll need to talk to them for pushback. Other times it'll tell you on the pre-flight clearance, hey, wait until you're actually about to taxi. And then when you need a taxi, call us. So definitely just check the bottom of your pre-flight clearance each time. That way you can know for a fact what they want from you, or what they don't want from you, I guess, more accurately. Okay, so we've got all our passengers. I think they're finishing up the cargo. Oh, aircraft loaded. Very nice. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do is we're going to, first of all, I'm gonna check and make sure I put in the squawk. Yes, I did. Okay, let's turn on the APU. The APU going. Get the show on the road. APU and then start. And here's the thing, you're gonna wait for these numbers here to tick up. Wait for start to show avail because I need to wait for this switch to show avail before I turn on the APU bleed and disconnect the external power. So I'm gonna wait for this. Let's just take a look at the outside of the plane here for a second. So for those of you who know that the APU, or at least the part that is the physical part of this, is right here in the back of the plane. It is a very cloudy day here in Memphis, but we're going to punch right through those clouds, so it's going to be sunny before you know it. Alright. So let's get back into the plane. Okay, so I'm seeing these numbers tick up here, and that's how I know that pretty soon the APU will be available. And so let's wait for a second. And this should... Okay, yeah, this is fail. So we're gonna go APU bleed on. Connect external power, turn on beacon lights, strobe lights, auto, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tell delivery that I'm ready for pushback. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and tell GSX that I want to start preparing for pushback. Oh, I don't want de-icing.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine
Needs
start
that.
until push is completed and brakes are set.
In the sim, do you not need de-icing? So, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to delivery if they want to talk to me.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I can see that. Okay, I am at... And Navigraph is acting a little bit funky here. Okay. Boom, there it
Departure
is.
checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I am at state. 15. Stand 15. Okay. Memphis delivery. Hello, this is American 4811. Ready for pushback at stand 15.
Locking gear.
And of course, only ground is active now. So, right when I call in, it's ground. So let's just go ahead and change to ground. It's okay. All right. That is why it's good to have VATSIM radar open on your phone at all times if you VATSIM, because otherwise you will not know what happens. Well, that was embarrassing. All right, let's switch to ground.
Runway 36, sent to confirm American 47. This is ground, Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo.
Golf, sorry, Delta Charlie Echo Tango Bravo. Stand by. I'll get your clearance in a second. Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo. Can you please confirm your aircraft type and equipment suffix?
So we're just
I'm
gonna
DR
listen in.
400 and we have Lima.
I'm gonna call in as soon as there's a break.
Roger.
Memphis ground, this is American 4811, ready for pushback at stand 15.
Delta 4011 Memphis ground. Push start on discretion, advisory for taxi.
Push and start at discretion, advise when ready for taxi, American 4811. Okay, so we're gonna go
Golf
ahead
Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, if your current's available, advisory
Alright.
copy.
and
Ready to copy Charlie Echo Tango Bravo.
Due to icing conditions,
tail
please
left.
stand by
Charlie Echo
until push is
Tango
completed
Bravo,
and
you
brakes
are
are set.
cleared into the Memphis Class Bravo airspace. Maintain VFR at about 2,500. Squawk
Release parking brakes.
4557.
Commencing
ahead.
push. Due to
Houston,
icing
Memphis
conditions,
Class Bravo
please
airspace,
stand
maintain
by until
VFR at
push
below
is completed and brakes are
2,500.
set.
Squawk 4557. Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, thank you.
Let's Rocky Road.
Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, readback is correct. Push start on discretion, advisory for taxi.
Required for taxi, Charlie
Alright,
Echo Tango
here we
Bravo.
go. Let's do this. Alright, so I'm starting up the engines as I'm pushing back. Thankfully there is no one right behind me, because that's obviously something you want to avoid if you can. Engines are still spooling up, so I'm waiting for... Now, for those of you who are real Airbus pilots, you might be able to correct me on this, but I think I have to wait for engine 2 to spoil up pretty well and show a veil before I can start engine 1. If you are a real
Charlie
Airbus
Echo
pilot and
Tango
I have that
Bravo,
wrong, please feel free to
expect
correct me.
runway 36 right for departure.
Respect 36 right, Charlie Echo Tango Bravo.
Set parking brakes.
Josh, I agree with you on American Airlines liveries. They're awesome. Fantastic. American, we love you. Great airline. I love the designs. Fantastic. Okay, so we're waiting for, we are waiting for finish pulling up here. And I'm guessing GSX is going to tell me to set my parking brake. Yep, it is. Okay. Confirm. I'm going to confirm a good engine start with
Cockpit to
GSX.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Okay.
Unlocking gear.
Boom. Unlocking gear. Okay, so that's the magic word here, avail, so I know I can bring this back to the middle. After that, I'm going to turn off APU bleed because I don't need it anymore. Shut off APU bleed, shut off APU. We're going to arm speed brakes right here, and then we're going to set flaps to 2, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to turn our runway turn-off lights on. We're going to turn taxi lights on.
Memphis ground, good evening.
Gonna
FedEx
get our
350
taxi
information November,
instructions
ready
here
for
in a sec.
taxi.
Okay.
FedEx 350, Memphis ground. Runway 26 center, taxi via Victor,
Truck disconnected. Bypass pin
Sierra,
removed.
sorry, Victor Charlie Echo.
Alright, so we're going to have to
Sierra,
wait here
Romeo,
for a second
Copy.
while they talk it
Cleared.
out, but as soon as we get a break, we'll get our taxi instructions.
Victor Charlie Romeo, Juliet Romeo for Southwest. Wow. FedEx 358, and we'll cross the 7.
Gotta love listening to that sound. Look at our cabin real. Got everybody in here. Party. And we got a Viking. Got a Viking on board. Amazing. Bro. Literally. This great beer.
This round, Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, ready to go.
Hey. What's up, everybody?
I Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo. Would you like an intersection departure 56 right?
April, we can take that.
I Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, roger. Runway 36 right, taxi via Yankee and Papa.
Here's right via Yankee Papa, Charlie Echo Tango Bravo.
Memphis ground, American 4811 is ready for taxi.
American 4811, runway 36 center, taxi via Papa 1, Papa, Julia, and Romeo.
Taxi to runway 36 center via Papa 1, Papa, Julia, and then what was that last part? Sorry, American 4811.
No problem, Romeo.
Romeo, thank you so much, American 4811.
No problem.
Okay, so actually, instead of 36 left, we've been given a different runway. So we gotta go on our flight plan.
American
We gotta
437, contact tower, 119.7, have a good flight.
Okay, so we're gonna change this to 36 center. Same departure, same transition. We just need to change that one detail, and we need to look for a flight plan discontinuity because these will inevitably show up. You change, and very importantly, go to performance if you have to do this, and re-enter these speeds because these will reset if you change the runway. Don't ask me why. If you're an Airbus pilot, I'm sure you can tell me exactly the reason for this. Yeah. So anyway, let's go ahead and start our taxi. So I'm gonna change my runway in my Navigraph. You're doing 36 center, I guess. Okay. Okay. Because of that, our taxi route. So we're gonna start with Papa 1. Papa 1 and then Tango. Yeah, sorry, Papa 1, then we're gonna do it down after Juliet, Romeo, which is basically the last entrance to the runway. So yeah, go on the road. Let's get this plane actually moving and doing stuff. Alright, so this is my first time putting the flight statistics at the top of the page from Navigraph, and so if you guys are able to see that clearly and it's working, then let me know. If it's wigging out and doing weird stuff, I'd like to know that as well. Taxiing. Alright. Papa to Juliet. And then Romeo. Papa, Juliet, Romeo, buddy. Okay. This, according to my chart, where we turn right. Going Juliet. Josh, he asked me, what do you use for a throttle and joystick setup? I use the simplest setup possible. I actually use a Logitech joystick, and that is it. And because what's great is there is a throttle, a tiny throttle on that setup, and it's very easy to use, and it works really well. So, because really, if I like VATSIM a lot. A lot of the time, you have to have a pen and a piece of paper with you. So, you know, I can't imagine using a whole bunch of different equipment while you're having to write VATSIM instructions. I don't even know how people do it. I know there's people who do, but kudos, and if you do, kudos to you. But because I need a piece of paper and a pen at all times available, I just keep it.
And ground Delta 412 heavies at Terminal 2 West, ready for push and start.
Okay.
Delta 412 heavy, push to approve, face east.
Our face east, Delta 412 heavy.
Alright. I'm gonna get handed to the tower, I think. Okay. Start getting stuff ready, just fast takeoff. Happens. Okay. So we're gonna go all the way down here to Romeo here at Memphis. And if you're enjoying the stream, let me know. If got any comments, concerns, and let me know as well.
American 4811, contact tower 119.7.
Contact tower on 119.7, American 4811, thank you so much. Okay, so we've been handed over to the tower, which makes sense because we are like a stone's throw of this runway. And the closer you get to takeoff, the likelier it is they're going to hand you off to tower. So I'm going to just line up at this holding point. Line up right here. Nice. Okay. And I'm going to get a hold of the tower. So double check that frequency. Yeah, it's 1.4. Okay. Change our frequency. 9. 7.
Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, looks queue, stop. Do you need progressive taxi?
Roger, we're still taxiing, just fixing just like a steering issue we're having.
No problem.
And ground Delta 412 heavy again.
Alright. So let's listen for a break and talk to the tower. We get on this runway. Memphis Tower, hello, this is American 4811, holding short of runway 36 center.
American 4811, good evening, wind 0207, RNAV Jacks, 36 center, clear to go.
RNAV Jacks, runway 36 center, clear for takeoff, American 4811. Alright, well that's music to my ears. That means we can get this flight going. Okay, so, take off. And yeah, our flaps are 1. Our engine definitely moving. Alright, you guys ready for this? Do this, we clear for takeoff. Go ahead and make sure I'm lined. Whoa! Whoa, okay, that was a little unexpected. Okay, let's line up center here and then let's punch it like it's the Millennium Falcon. Man, that's a wind. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Okay. The landing gear up. I need to bring our throttle down to climb. Hot here, and then I'm gonna wait to get to our S speed to bring our flaps to 0. Okay. Did I just flip this switch on accident? Okay, well anyway. Alright, so I'm watching this, and I'm waiting to when we get to a certain speed, our S speed, and that is when I'm going to yeah, Josh, I see your comment there. Yeah, I have to write instructions down nonstop on VATSIM because really, otherwise, I can't remember it all. I mean, I find myself writing clearance instructions, taxi instructions. You know, if I'm doing a busy approach, like I love to fly.
4811, contact center 2.5 fast, good day.
Sorry, say again for the frequency, American 4811.
132.55, it should be in your PC.
Contact 132.55, thank you so much for the coverage, American 4811. Okay, so Actually, there is radar over Memphis. I did not know that. Okay, yes, Memphis Center is active now. Do this. Okay. 1550.
Memphis Tower Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo, short of 36 right on Papa.
Golf Charlie Echo Tango Bravo Memphis Tower, good evening, wind 0207,
Of course I get a glare on my radio right when I'm trying to
runway
change
36
frequency.
right at Papa, clear for takeoff.
Good. Memphis Center, hello, this is American 4811. I am on the BB King 7 departure from Memphis, inbound air at 5,000 feet.
American 4811, Memphis Center radar contact, direct Leo, climb maintain 16,000.
Direct Leo, climb and maintain 16,000, American 4811. Okay, so we got a couple bits of instruction there. So first of all, we're going direct to Leo. So we're going straight to Leo, and we're going up in altitude. Take a look at the outside of the plane to see what's going on outside. Or actually, before I do that, turn off some lights that don't need to be on right now. Disarm spoilers, I don't know why that was still there. Okay, let's go outside, even though it's probably freezing cold. Josh just asked, do I get to fly much in real life? I wish. That is a good question. I don't. I do not get to fly much in real life, but I enjoy flying. I think it's fantastic.
Alpha 1775, Memphis Center ident.
Alright, so we're up in the sky. I'd love to hear if you guys, what you guys know about Memphis. My goal is
1775, your radar contact, 56 miles south of Magnolia, climb maintain flight level 400.
400, southwest 1775.
American 4811, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Climb and maintain flight level 350, American 4811.
Speed rate 450 to center maintain 3000.
Okay, so going up to 350. I noticed that the
Speed rate 450, expect ILS, runway 2 right.
at the top is not quite ahead. Okay, there we go. Aha. Okay. Now it's up
Drive
there.
Memphis Center, Delta 157 Heavy, flight level 39.
Delta 157, Memphis Center right now. Delta 157, radar contact 30 miles southeast of Fort Smith, welcome.
Alright, so I'm trying to get that bar at the top working. For some reason that bar wants to fall asleep, so I'm going to try to keep it from sleeping here if I can. I do get this not to fall asleep.
Memphis Center, good evening. FedEx 358, we're climbing 3,000 for 5,000.
FedEx 358, Memphis Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000 for FedEx 358.
Speedbird
Okay.
450, left turn heading 200, vector approach.
I think I've got that bar at the top working again. So, boom, there we go. Josh, he says, okay, so he says, I've never visited Memphis. I'm curious to see how much air traffic there is and how big the airport is. Is it an international airport? So, I've only flown into Memphis once in my life, and I was a little kid. So, I don't really remember much about the airport other than it was very nice. Yeah, I mean, I think it's international. Maybe I'm wrong, because there's got to be some, I don't know, if there's anybody from Memphis watching this, let me know if it is an international airport. That is a good question. I think it is, yes. Actually, I just looked it up. Yes, Memphis is an international airport, everybody. And it deserves to be. Memphis is awesome. Not just from the barbecue, but for many reasons. Awesome. Okay, so I'm getting up to 18,000 feet, so in America, I'm going to switch this QNH to standard. In Europe, it's really feisty because you have different
Memphis Center, Delta 412, heavy, wiki out of
just different
4,000,
rules in
5,000,
Europe
very
when it
good.
comes to QNH, different rules when it comes to altimeter. By George, I am going to...
Delta 412, Memphis Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 16,000.
16,000, Delta 412, heavy.
I am going to make this bar at the top work if it's the last thing I do. Aha.
Delta 412, 250 knots, still advised.
Roger, I haven't a clue why it's up above that.
Alright, let's take a look in the
Should be
cabin back here.
coming back down now.
Get a view over here of what's going on.
Oh, I know why. I leveled off at 5,000.
Memphis, G'day, Delta 2129, Final 350, Farmington.
Wonder if I'm sitting right behind the
That was
Viking.
2129.
Hey, Farm 2129.
There was a Viking in here, I tell you.
Delta 2129, adapt.
Okay, I don't see the Viking, but yeah, see if I can find the Viking again in here. Yes! Epic beard. Oh, I've actually never looked at this part of the...
FedEx 358, climb and maintain flight level 350.
350, FedEx 350.
$390 Delta 412 heavy.
Delta 412, delete speed restriction, resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, Delta 412 heavy.
Talon 11, descend pilot's discretion, maintain 8,000.
Man, we've got some major tailwind going on here. We've got 84 knots at 235. We're going to be getting to Atlanta quicker than I thought, quite frankly. Which is always good, or to be there sooner.
Speedbird 450, flighting 270.
270 on the heading.
American 4811, maintain flight level 330 for your final.
Maintain flight level 330 for final, American 4811. get this statistic bar thing solved. If it got it. Okay. To be away.
Speed bear at 450, fly heading of 330.
330, speed bear 450.
Speed bear at 450, you're 6 miles, final approach fixed, flighting 350, maintain 3000, till established, cleared our left runway 2 right.
Okay, 3000 to stop, 350 on the heading, and clear for ILS 2 right, speed bear 450.
Okay. Okay, man.
Delta 412, we got traffic 12 o'clock, level 190, 8.5 miles. You'll fly over the top of them, not a factor.
Roger, looking for traffic, Delta 412 every time.
Oh man, I'm trying to get that
Speedbird 450, contact Nashville Tower 118.6, good day.
118.6, yes.
Alright, well it's working again for a second. I'm really just kind of experimenting with some of this stuff because there's so much I don't know about.
FedEx 358, can we step away for 2 minutes?
That's fine.
Working on it.
Talon 11, where do you plan to park at Memphis?
Yeah, we're going to the national
Talon 11, roger, expect vectors, visual approach runway 36 right, fly heading 290, descend and maintain 4000. Talon 11, roger.
Get sort of an outside view on this. So we've been given a new cruise altitude of flight level 330. Originally it was going to be 350, but they've brought us down a little bit, probably for traffic.
FedEx 358, we're back.
Southwest 549, UN frequency.
Memphis Center, Southwest 549, flight level 328, about 40 miles north of Tempe.
Alright, so we're about
Southwest
166
549,
miles
Memphis
out.
Center, roger, ident.
Ident, Southwest 549.
Even though the bar at the top says different, I'm going to try to find a way to get that to keep updating.
Tower 11, clear visual approach, 36 right, contact tower 19.7, he'll get the overhead for you. Southwest 549, radar contact 47 miles northeast, Cape Dorado. American 4811, contact Atlanta Center 132.97, good day.
Contact Atlanta Center at 132.97. Have a great day, American 4811. Okay, so I'm gonna contact Atlanta here, get a hold of them.
That's the 2825 Indianapolis offline, change the advisory frequency approved today.
Over to the dark side for Delta 2825, yeah.
The dark side. That's awesome. Over to the dark side. I've never not heard that over the comms before. But he's a big Star Wars fan. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna contact Atlanta Center here in a sec. Talk to them and see what's going on in Atlanta. Atlanta Center, hello, this is American 4811. I am inbound Kennesaw at flight level 330.
American 4811, Atlanta Center, hello.
Oh.
Voyager 121, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. Delta 2520, Memphis, correction, Indy Center closed, speak change approved, good night. Delta 2520, freak change approved.
Sorry about that, have a good night.
Yeah. American 4811, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Descend at pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240, American 4811.
Atlanta Center, Allegiant 982,
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and descend here.
Allegiant 982, Atlanta Center, hello.
Atlanta Center, hello, gravity 178, flight level, altitude 10,000, climbing 14,000.
Take a look at the chart here. Okay, so we're coming in.
Sorry, who was that?
Gravity 178.
Gravity 178, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 350.
1 arrival.
Climb and maintain 350, gravity 178.
Walker 2672, Atlanta Center, resume normal speed, climb maintain flight level 340. Voyager 121, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902. American 4, correction Delta 779, switch to advisory approved, good day. Delta 779, frequency change to advisory approved, good day.
Order advisory for Delta 779, thank you, we'll see.
Delta 3020 Atlanta Center with you at 13,000, calm at 14,000.
Delta 3040 Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 310.
Climb maintain flight level 310, Delta 3040.
Alright. So we are just... And we're about 120 miles away from the airport. So pretty soon here we're going to start loading our performance stuff into the MCU.
Atlanta Center, good evening. FedEx 358, flight level 350.
FedEx 358, Atlanta Center, low.
Good evening, Atlanta Center. Delta 489.
Delta 49, Atlanta Center, low.
Atlanta Center, Delta 412 Heavy with you, level 390.
Delta 412, Atlanta Center, low. Air Canada 1246, contact Jacksonville Center 135.902, good night. American 4811, cross Glavin at and maintain 14,000, Atlanta altimeter 3033.
Cross Glavin at 10,000, Atlanta altimeter 3033, American 4811.
American 4811, it's Glavin at and maintain 14,000, 14,000.
Glavin at and maintain 14,000, 14,000, American 4811, sorry.
No worries.
Okay, so we're gonna descend down even a little bit more. We're gonna go down a little bit further here. 14,000.
Delta 489, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb maintain flight level 340, Delta 489.
Okay. Alright, so let's see if we're actually going to make it down to 14,000 before Glavin. Okay, so because of this blue marker here, we know for a fact we're going to get down to 14,000 before we get to Glavin. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start setting up this approach page. And again, all of this information is subject to change. But right now, the altimeter is 3033 in Atlanta, and the temperature is 11 degrees Celsius, and the wind is 330 at 12, so this will be fun. Not the worst wind I've ever seen, not the best either. If you're in Atlanta right now, you can tell me if the weather's good or not. So I'm going to take a look at the ILS chart for this bit of information. So it looks as if the engine out altitude from the chart would be 1800, and then
Atlanta Center, Delta
dust
412
reduction would
heavy,
be
likely
2100.
frequency for about 5 minutes. I'll check back on.
Roger.
Enter that in. Alright.
Atlanta Center, Delta 21.
So that takes care of that. One less thing we need to worry about. And let's take a look in the cabin here.
Delta 2127 Atlanta, club maintain flight level 270.
270, Delta 2127.
Right, I'm sitting next to the dude right here. Next to his grandma. And the level of detail in these Phoenix planes is incredible. You see the seatbelt sign, little magazine, dude holding what kind of looks like Coke, but it's not Coke, because then they get in trouble with Coke, and that'd be bad. And apparently he's taking a drink of the Coke. Okay. Fantastic. Let's get back to the cockpit here. Got some business to take care of.
Atlanta Center, American 1813, is climbing out of Charlotte. We're passing 10,800 for 16,000.
American 1813 Atlanta Center, normal speed, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Alright, resume normal speed and climb and maintain flight level 230, American 1813.
Delta 49, radar contact lost. American 1813, contact Washington Center 133.72.
Going to 133.72, American 1813, see ya.
Okay, so we're going to change our altimeter because we're crossing that 18,000 foot threshold. So we're going to go to 3033 here.
Delta 3034 out of 8,000 for 1,000.
Delta 3034 Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 340, that'll be your final.
Alright, 34, over the final, Delta 3034.
Allegiant 982, contact Washington Center 133.72.
133.72, Allegiant 982, so on.
Delta 412 heavy is back on frequency.
Delta 412, Atlanta Center, roger.
Okay, so we're
Delta 3130, contact Washington Center
definitely getting very
133.72.
close. About 60 miles away from the
Yeah.
Anybody else have anything they want to add? Anything that maybe you're like, hey, Steven, what you doing there? Curious how the color settings are coming through, because I had to do some color correction on the sim because it's being streamed. So hopefully this American livery is coming through pretty well.
Awesome, Delta 34, 32. Can we step away about 5 minutes? Just got to answer the door quickly.
Who's that?
Delta 34, just got to answer the door. Can we get 5 minutes?
Yeah, that's fine. Let me know you back.
Roger.
Hello, Tata Center, Paracap 711, 11,000, climbing to 14,000.
Follow Club 711, Atlanta Center, climb and maintain flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Paracap 711.
Thank you, Josh, for helping me learn that Memphis is an international airport, because I did not know. So thank you. Bit of information.
Walker 2588, Atlanta Center, hello.
So we're on the arrival right here, and we're getting within 50 miles of the start, prepping the usual stuff. Nice view out the window there. Cloudy, but not totally cloudy. You can still see rolling hills of Georgia down there. And you might say, why is it daytime? So even though I'm doing this live, I am using live weather, I am not using live time, so that way we can actually see outside, because right now it is currently nighttime. So, yeah, that would be the reason. I've flown into Atlanta personally many times, and I have had a lot of great experiences at the airport. Anybody watching out there, how do you feel about Atlanta's airport? Have you had good experiences, bad experiences? Do you like taking that concourse underneath the airport that's super fast, or not the concourse, but basically the subway? Do you like taking the subway down there, or is it too fast for your taste? I will say, when that thing gets going, man, you feel it, because you got
Atlanta Center, Pilot Club 802, leaving 12,000 for 14,000.
Pilot Club 802, Atlanta Center, climb maintain flight level 340 for now.
Flight level 340, Pilot Club 802.
Very nice day here in the Atlanta area.
American 4811, contact Atlanta 133.47.
Contact Atlanta on 133.47, American 4811. Okay, so I believe that I just got handed off to approach. That would make. Okay, 123.475, and I have a feeling they're gonna have to bring us down fast because we're a little bit high on the approach here. I know. Yes, I am aware.
And departure Endeavor 5553, 9,200.
Endeavor 5553, land departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
14,000 Endeavor 5553.
Report Charlie Whiskey, turn left heading 150.
1504 Charlie Whiskey.
Atlanta approach, hello, this is American 4811 on the Glavin 1 arrival. I am inbound hog at 14,000.
American 4811, Atlanta approach, runway 26 right, just to maintain 12,000.
Runway 26 right, descend and maintain 12,000, 12,000, American 4811. Okay, so this is going to be a gradual descent. They're bringing this down just one step at a time here. There's a lot of planes over Atlanta right now. It is very, very busy airspace, which is good. It means that there's not going to be any dull moments on this approach. Man, what a crosswind. Whew. It's going to be a tough landing because the wind is strong. Wind is very strong.
Atlanta departure, good evening. Delta 3325, climbing 3,300 via descent.
Delta 3325, land departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
Up to 14,000, Delta 3325.
Fort Charlie Whiskey, contact Atlanta Center, 132.907.
Or Atlanta Center, have a good rest of the day. 184 Charlie Whiskey.
Endeavor 5553, contact Atlanta Center, 132.907.
13297, Endeavor 5553.
Alright, you're going to really have to listen for instructions. When you got this many planes, you really have to stay tuned because you're going to get instructions rapid fire. And this day is no exception. A lot of planes over Atlanta.
Delta 3325, clear direct varsity.
Direct varsity, Delta 3325.
American 4811, reduce speed to 210.
Reduce speed 210, American 4811. Okay, reduce our speed. Alrighty then.
Now departure Delta 426, climbing through 4,000.
Delta 1226, land departure, radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
14,000, Delta 1220.
Delta 3325, contact Atlanta Center, 132.907.
3297 for Delta 3325, we'll see.
Delta 1226, clear direct varsity.
Alright, we're going to get a lot of instructions here. In just a
Clear
second.
direct varsity Delta 1226.
American 4811, descend and maintain 7,000.
Descend and maintain 7,000, American 4811. Okay, somebody, Angie just asked me, are you on the approach for Atlanta? Yes, I am indeed. I am about to land in Atlanta, hopefully well. And, yeah, I love being on the approach for Atlanta. It's always busy. Bunch of planes. Man, it's busy today. Whew. Goodness gracious. Which makes sense, because, I mean, isn't it like the largest international airport in the world, I think? So, makes sense that there would be a few planes in the sky. On VATSIM. Which I love. Gotta love VATSIM. And I'm kind of go ahead and add some speed brake here. I need to get down to 7,000 faster. Can't be waiting around this long. Okay, so we're at the 10,000 mark. Make sure the lights are on. That auto brake to medium. I mean, I know people have different opinions on how much auto brake to use on landing with Airbus. I mean, I prefer to use medium auto brake. That's just me. You know, you could have a totally different opinion. I know some people say don't use auto brake at all once you hit the runway. That's fine. Yep, Angie, you're so right. You really do have to be focused and on track with ATC on Atlanta. I think probably the two airports that are the busiest for me with VATSIM are Atlanta and London. Those two airports have always been just every time I log in on VATSIM, Atlanta and London are both so busy. I always have to be next instruction. Okay, so we are definitely close enough to Atlanta to go ahead and turn on our localizer. We're not locked in on the localizer, but we're
Delta 1226, contact land center 132.907, see ya.
3297 for center, Delta 1226. Thank you for the ATC, guys. Have a good night.
okay. And I know the statistic bar at the top is only updating every 10 minutes or so for some reason. I'm going to try to fix that in the next stream. Yes.
American 4811, descend maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, American 4811. Yes, London and JFK and LAX. I've flown into all of those
Delta 148 heavy, 3,200.
They're good in a good while. Like the controllers are amazing. Big shout out.
Delta
to
148 heavy, land departure radar contact, climb maintain 14,000.
14,000 Delta 148 heavy.
Turn down the brightness on. Play really quick. I'm streaming this in 1440p because I do not have the internet to stream it in 4K, but 1080 just looks too grainy for my taste, so I'm taking the middle of the road approach, doing 1440p at 60. Just going right there in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to be...
Delta 148 heavy, clear direct bang.
Direct bang.
Okay, so there's definitely traffic around right now. Our flaps out. We're at flaps 1, yeah, that makes sense. We're trying to get down in altitude as quickly as we can. We need to get beneath that. We need to get beneath that glide slope. We need to find a way to do that. So we gotta use some speed brake here. Really typical at a busy airport. I was gonna say, if any of you guys want to subscribe, please subscribe, and there'll be a cool notification that pops up on the stream. Well, that's a small reward, but hey, at least it happens. And also,
American 4811, turn right heading 190.
Turn right heading 190, American 4811. Yeah, right when I start talking, and I get interruptions. But yeah, please subscribe, everybody. definitely going to vector me.
American 4811, turn right heading 250, join a localizer, advise field in sight.
Turn right heading 250, join localizer, advise when field is inside, American 4811. Alright, we're definitely going to slow down here. Slow down. Arm speed. Yeah, JFK and LAX, very, very busy airport. No doubt about it. Man, it is a cloudy day in Atlanta. Cloudy, cloudy, cloudy day. Goodness gracious. Probably not going to see the runway until we're like right over it. And I already know somebody's going to ask me a question about why I keep autopilot on until I'm just a bit over the runway. And the reason why is there is a weather glitch in Flight Sim 2024 where if you disconnect the autopilot high enough, the winds go completely berserk and do really weird stuff. So hopefully that glitch gets fixed. And when it does, then I'll be taking over the landing at a higher altitude like I'm supposed to. So, because I know that comment is coming.
Got a 148 heavy, contact Atlanta Center, 132.907.
3297, good evening.
Tower free. It is right now.
American 4811, field is at your 1 o'clock, 10 miles, reporting sight.
Field is at 1 o'clock and 10 miles. Report when field inside, American 4811. And that might be a while because...
American 4811, I'm sure you have 3,500. Atlanta altitude is 3037. You can just maintain 3,000.
Descend and maintain 3,000. So sorry for the mistake, American 4811. Ah, so the altimeter has changed.
American 4811, field's now at your 12 o'clock and 9 miles.
Field is at 12 o'clock and 9 miles, American 4811.
Yeah, just need you to report an insight.
Yeah, there's a lot of clouds over here. I just can't see it yet, American 4811.
Okay, do you want the ILS instead?
Yes, I will definitely take ILS at American 4811.
Okay, American 4811, you're 3 miles from AJ, cleared ILS, runway 26 right approach.
Cleared ILS, runway 36 right approach, American 4811, thank you. Okay.
American 4811, at AJ, contact tower, 119.1.
At AJ, contact tower, 119.1, American 4811. Okay. So let's get... Atlanta Tower, hello, this is American 4811 on the ILS for runway 26 right, 6 nautical miles out.
American 4811, Atlanta Tower, good evening, runway 26 right, wind 32010, clear to land.
Runway 26 right, clear to land, American 4811.
Vision 100, Kilo Bravo, contact departure 133.475, have a good one. 33,475. See you later, alligator. 100 Kilo Bravo.
Okay. So, alright, flaps full.
1,000.
Got our landing gear down. And yes, I know autopilot's still on, but when I get much lower, I'll disengage it. It's because we got this
Delta
really wedge going on in
1126,
Microsoft
runway
Flight Sim.
26 left, line up and wait.
Taxi to position on hold, 26 left, Delta 1126.
Delta 1126, let's see, RNAV impasse, runway
There we
26
go.
left, clear for takeoff.
That's gravy, baby.
RNAV to impasse, clear for takeoff, 26 left, Delta 1126.
American 4811, welcome to Atlanta, exit left when able, say where parking.
Exit left when able. I don't really know the parking well here. I'll just go to an assigned gate, American 4811.
Alright, American 4811, make a right on Bravo, join the Victor Loop and straight into ramp 1. You can park anywhere on the right side.
Right on Bravo, make Victor Loop, and then enter the ramp, American 4811. And I know I botched that instruction.
Tango here with you, and Foxtrot 1 requesting pushback and stop.
Traffic.
Who was that?
Stuva 23 Tango.
Speedbird 23 Tango, push and start at your discretion. Call me ready for taxi.
Push and start our discretion, and we'll call you in ready for taxi. Stuva 23 Tango.
Just be advised, you got a heavy 388 behind you, or a Super Emirates behind you, so you might want to look at that.
Stuva 23 Tango, yeah, roger, we just saw him now.
And Atlanta Tower, I'm at 205 Super with Yankee, ready to taxi. I'll move so he can push.
Emirates, Super 205,
right,
I think
what'd
he's
you
going
guys
to wait
think of
on
the
you,
landing?
but taxi 27 right, Mike, Lima Charlie.
27 right to Mike Lima Charlie, MS 205 Super, thank you.
Delta 1126, contact departure 133.475. Have a good one.
133.475, Delta 1126. Thank you. Have a good night.
Atlanta Tower, this is American 4811. I was trying to remember whether I could cross runway 26 center. Am I allowed to cross the runway?
Well, if you remain on Bravo, you join the Victor Loop, you go right around it.
Oh, remain on Bravo, join Victor Loop, go around it. Thank you so much. Sorry, I'm new to this, American 4811.
Roger.
Okay, so I'm going to remain on Bravo.
Speedbird 23 Tango, you're clear to push now.
Clear push, Speedbird 23 Tango.
Okay, well, so this is the first time I've done Atlanta before, but this is the first time I've gone on this particular loop. But, it's good to see, oh shoot, better not taxi off the taxiway, that's a bad idea. But, hey, I mean, I thank you guys for checking out my flight. I'm gonna taxi to the gate, and then also, I'm gonna do some deboarding stuff with GSX. And if you guys have if you've enjoyed this video, subscribe. Find a few. Yeah, Angie, I'm with you on JFK and LAX. I've personally flown to LAX in real life, and it was a challenge getting from gate to gate. It's hectic. It's not the largest airport, but man, it is.
Atlanta Tower, Delta 152 Heavy with information Yankee, squawk 7217 requesting push and start.
Delta 152 Heavy, pushback startup at your discretion, call ready for taxi.
Pushback start at my discretion, call when ready to taxi, Delta 152 Heavy.
So this must be the Victor loop he was talking about.
And you can expect runway 27 right for the departure.
Expect runway 27 right for departure.
What is up, Atlanta? Here. Made it. Live. Alright.
Atlanta Tower, good afternoon. Good evening, Delta 14 report taxi.
Delta 14 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, good evening. Runway 27 right. Taxi Mike Lima Charlie.
Position right via Mike Lima Charlie Delta 14.
So I'd be really curious for any of you out there who've done
American
VATSIM.
4811, you can enter the ramp, ramp 5 and park anywhere around the middle.
Enter at ramp 5, park anywhere around the middle. American 4811, appreciate it. Okay, so ramp 5 is a little bit down this taxiway. So we're just gonna go scoot further just a little bit here.
Emirates 205 Super, RNAV football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to football, the 27 right, clear for takeoff, Emirates 205 Super, thank you.
Man, that tower is looking kind of funky right now. Split apart. Weird. Okay, ramp. Okay, so ramp 5 is just ahead. That's where we've been cleared to park. See if that tower looks better when we get closer to it. And I'm glad he gave us ramp 5 because we get a better view of the tower and a better view of the airport than most parts. And I gotta slow down. Okay. Well. Alright, so I'm gonna enter ramp 5. And here. Swing over to the over here. Might call me on that, which is probably a good thing. Did can't remember that or not. Okay. Go ahead and park close to this fella over here. And big view, nice view of the tower. So I'm gonna first of all my flaps back up.
Delta 14 Heavy, you're on Lima, join Juliet to Mike, and then Lima Charlie.
Let's get this puppy moving.
Juliet Mike Lima Charlie Delta 14.
Emirates 205 Super, contact departure 133.475. Have a great flight. We'll see you.
Contact departure, Emirates 205 Super. Thank you for your ATC. Appreciate it.
Alright, let's see if we can squeeze into this area where it'll actually connect to the ESX is a wonderful service, but it can be a little picky when it comes to jetways. Okay. think
Delta
it'll connect.
152 Heavy, runway 27 right, taxi Lima 6, Mike, Lima Charlie.
Lima 6, Mike, Lima Charlie, Delta 152 Heavy.
So we're starting the APU up.
American 4811, show you parked at the gate and enjoy your evening in Atlanta. Thanks for flying the ZTL. We'll see you.
Hey, thank you so much for the coverage. Thanks for maneuvering me around even when I didn't know my way. Have a great night, American 4811. That was really cool. It's really rare to get a greeting when you have parked at the gate, so it's really neat to actually have the controller say something to you when you've parked, especially just something that kind. So big shout out to Atlanta. Thanks, guys. A great job. The whole team that runs Atlanta and VATSIM is just so fantastic, really professional, and we're willing to put up with me because I do not fully know my way around Atlanta quite yet. Okay. Turn on the APU speed. Alright, I'm going to shut off the engine. And we're going to get that awkward light thing. Yep, there it is. And, oh, I'm going to tell GSX that I want to...
The boarding requested.
Up the cargo doors. Let's see if the jet bridge connects. Alright. Did it connect? Yes! Aha! That's what's up! That is what's up. It connected. Thank you, GSX. Thank you. Actually, let's go into drone mode. I haven't done that yet in this stream. Go into drone mode.
T3 Tango, request taxi.
Alright. Yeah. Look at that.
Speedbird 23 Tango Super. Got one heavy 330 900 coming from your right to left. Once he passes by you, you can taxi runway 27 right, Lima 12, Mike, Lima Charlie.
Once the A330 Delta has passed from our right to our left, taxi Lima 12, Mike and Lima Charlie, Speedbird 23 Tango.
Delta 14, RNAV football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
Never take on runway 27 right, Delta 14.
RNAV football should be the first RNAV waypoint in your FMC. Confirm.
But he's not responding to ATC.
Delta 14 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, confirm RNAV football.
Come on. Are you going to
RNAV
football?
football, Delta 14.
Oh, okay.
Speedbird 23 Tango Super, clear to taxi.
Clear to taxi, Speedbird 23 Tango Super.
Alright, so he's done loading his cargo. Let's take a look inside. People deboarding. I really have to give a huge shout out to the GSX team for the job they've done on the airport interior. I mean, to see people actually getting out of their seats and deboarding the plane and just all the detail that went into this. I mean, GSX, their team is just amazing. So if you're considering an add-on for Flight Sim, very much please consider GSX because it is a great way to just level up your and also Phoenix. The Phoenix A320 is fantastic. No two ways about it.
So 23 Tango Super, we're just having a quick problem here. It'll be like 2 minutes. Is it okay if we just hold short of Lima?
We got a British guy in Atlanta.
That's approved, no problem. Just let me know when you're ready to go.
I mean, he's not running the ATC, but he's pilots, I guess. I wonder if there's a way to see people actually walking through.
Delta 152 Heavy, runway 27 right, line up and wait.
Runway 27 right, line up.
Yeah, if you go over here, you can actually kind of see going through that door front, which is... Whoa, this guy's reading a magazine. Guy's just staring at me. Okay. Oh wait, no, he's not staring at me, he's staring out the window. Hello, sir. Okay. Here we go. People disappearing and reappearing. Fantastic.
Delta 14 Heavy, contact departure 133.475. Have a good one.
133.475, Delta 14, thank you.
People disappearing and reappearing. Look around the airplane. Brakes are hot right now. Okay. Oh. Hey, this is Atlanta, everybody. On VATSIM right now.
Delta 152 Heavy is lined up on runway.
Yeah, it's actually not as busy as I thought it was.
Roger.
Got a plane next to us.
Delta 152 Heavy, RNAV football, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff.
RNAV football, clear to take off from.
Hey, there's the Atlanta skyline over there. Kind of hard to see it, but it's there. Yeah, it's actually not as busy as I thought it was. Got a plane next to us.
American 198, ready for push and start.
American 198 Heavy, Atlanta Tower, pushback start up at your discretion. Call me north side of the ramp, ready for taxi.
Push and start after phase.
No, what you'll do is taxi to the north side of the ramp, short of Lima. Call me when you get up there.
Roger.
Delta 152 Heavy, contact departure 133.475. Have a great flight. We'll see you.
Contact departure at 133.47. Delta 152 Heavy. Have a good night.
American 198 Heavy, if you check that PDC again, you'll see that it says call on the north side of the ramp. A lot of people don't read that far.
I don't know what that sound is on the screen. Try to put a stop to it, whatever it is.
23 Tango, we are ready to continue taxi.
Left aircraft calling, say again.
Speedbird 23 Tango, we're ready to continue taxi.
Speedbird 23 Tango Super, runway 27 right, taxi Lima 12, Lima Charlie.
Lima 12, Mike, Lima Charlie for runway 27 right. Speedbird 23 Tango.
Alright, well, I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to try to fix that noise next time. I don't know what's going on with that. Have a fantastic day, everybody.